So we're in day 3, and we're gonna do a little bit more investigation. I assume interrogating, you know, the 2 people in Studio 2, or I don't know, whoever else is involved. Let's see. And back at the offices. That was a close one, huh, Mia? Really? Too bad. I'm sorry I missed it. Maya? Oh, you're back to being Maya, because she was like, I guess, it was like Mia taking control of her body, like for a lot of the case. But now she's back to being, you know, good old Maya. So, what happened? Well, I think I've got a pretty good idea who did it. Now all I need is a motive and proof. Wow, good going, Nick. Under the initial trial system, tomorrow is the last day we have. Initial trial? What's that? Well, that's the new court system they introduced 2 or 3 years ago. They had so many cases in the system, they decided to speed the whole process up. Yeah, this is, I guess, yeah, this is the interesting thing about the Phoenix Wright world, is that the legal system's not the one, you know, it's not exactly the one we have in real life. So, under that system, trials have to end in 3 days? Yeah, pretty much. Well, we've got no time to waste. Yeah, 3 days. You know, again, comparing it to real life, that's ridiculous. You know, a case that's solved in 3 days. But, well, we're gonna have to do just that. Just looking at the court record. Okay, so let me just get like can remember the times. So autopsy died at 2:30. There's this photo that took at 2 o'clock. And I guess it's also proven from Cody's camera. I think this is the same Steel Samurai. I assume Jack Hammer, you know, Jack Hammer in the costume going to Studio 2, right? Around 2 o'clock. And he died at 2:30. This monkey head blocked the scene of, or blocked the path to the scene of the crime, or at least the initial scene of the crime, 2:15 to 4 o'clock. So he probably went to Studio 2, you know, before 2:15. And maybe somehow ended up in Studio 1 before the monkey head blocked the path? I don't know. I guess we'll see. We have to investigate. Let's go! Actually, can we talk? Yeah, let's talk a little bit more with Maya. Usually I don't, because I think she just repeats the, you know, this is where you need to go, and, you know, this is generally we need to do, so... But, let's ask a little, why not? I don't get it, Maya. Why would Mr. Hammer steal a Steel Samurai costume? Yeah, well, yeah, this is like, well, I saw a new option. There's usually 2 options, but this first option, actually, I think might be interesting. So, why would Mr. Hammer steal a Steel Samurai costume? What? You mean Mr. Hammer was wearing the costume? Oh, I guess Maya doesn't know. She wasn't in the trial. Oh yeah, but Mr. Hammer was the victim, Nick. Why would you go through the trouble of stealing it? And that's what we have to find out. Okay. So yeah, okay, yeah, these are just, you know, again, I guess, yeah, just a reminder to the player, like, what you need to do. Now, what happened to the director's testimony? Well, it's pretty clear that the producer and the director were both in the trailer. Which means that the killer has to be one of them. Really? Why? Because the real scene of the crime was Studio 2, where that trailer is. What? Was Maya always this excitable? Any ideas? Have you noticed anything that might help us? Can't see what's going on with when Mia's here. So no, I haven't noticed anything. Okay, that's not really useful at all, Maya. Talk to WP, Will Powers? Oh, okay, yeah, okay, again. Usually we have like these 2 options, you know? Or rather... Or, I don't know, not literally this option, but like usually we can ask like Maya, where do we need to go generally? She'll point us in the right direction. I think it's like, you know, a little hint system that the game gives you in the investigation scenes. Anyway, I guess we can go to Will Palace first. Mr. Wright, you did very well again today, thank you. Oh, thanks. Do you not look like you're about to burst into tears? Wow, Nick, you must have really wowed them in there. And could you wipe that grin off your face? Hey, WP, only 1 day left. Let's make it count. Yes. Though, there's not really anything I can do to help. I'm not really sure what I can do either. Please, this is no laughing matter. Okay. Two, like, useless characters. Or at least that's what it seems like anyway. But maybe, I don't know, maybe WP can give us a little insight. Let's talk about, yeah, the producer. We didn't really talk much, like, talk to her like a bunch, really. She was reluctant to help us in the beginning. Could you tell me more about Miss Vasquez? Or Vasquez? Oh, the producer? She's well respected in the industry. They say she's a genius. A genius? Well, she's been at Global Studios for 5 years now. Right or wrong, nobody tells her different these days. Why is that? Ever since she came on board, we've had nothing but hits. Global Studios was on its knees, but she picked it up and made it shine. Oh, and what? Nothing. Forget it. I've only heard rumors anyhow. Rumors? So yeah, that's one suspect. We basically have two suspects. The producer, D. Vasquez, and, you know, Mr. Degenerate, the director. Can you tell me anything about Mr. Manella? Oh, he used to be a minor straight-to-video director. But something in his work caught Vasquez's eye. She brought the Steel Samurai idea to him. Now everyone knows the name Salmonella. I hear he's pretty much at her beck and call, though. Whenever she says jump, he asks how high and all that. I can imagine him being at her beck and call, though I can't imagine him jumping. Okay. I was wondering about Mr. Hammer. He was a big star back in the day, right? But then he just dropped off the face of the earth. Oh. Yes, you're right. In fact, he was my role model when I started in this business. But he just stopped taking on big roles. That's when he began appearing in little productions at Global. Well, how could he do that? I was really looking forward to a sequel to Samurai Summer. Well, he's dead now, so you'll never get it. He just gave up being a star 5 years ago. Actually, now that I think about it, that was right when Miss Vasquez came to Global. Global. 5 years ago. Yeah, 5 years ago, yeah, when Vasquez started, like, you know, working in Global Studios. Is there a connection? Maybe? I don't know. I guess we can only maybe go and ask? Oh. Security's back. Nothing to say? No, Windbag sure is quiet today. You know, this place is really peaceful, like this. Nick? I think our guard's down. Yeah? I bet we could even eat those donuts in the guard station if we wanted. You eat, you die. Oh, she's alive! I guess we can't steal the donuts in the guard station, unfortunately. Okay. I was wondering, yeah, like I did reference like donuts, right? Was it over here? Like, did I go over here? Yeah, there's junk food. Anyway, I was hoping to actually steal those donuts. I guess not. It's not relevant to the case. Yeah, let's just ask about the suspects. I was wondering about D. Vasquez, the producer. Oh, the studio bigwigs love her. So she always gets her way. She seems bitter. Okay. Do you not like the producer? Look, the studio people don't want me talking about her, so sorry. Okay. What can I ask you about Salmonella, the director? Sal? He's soft, a pushover. Does whatever Vasquez tells him to. She treats him like dirt, but I think he likes it. Masochist? Huh? Why would anyone like being treated like dirt? That doesn't make any sense, does it, Nick? No, it doesn't, Maya. Don't browse r/what-a-weeb. You wouldn't understand, Maya. Anyway, about Mr. Hammer. I heard about what you said today, cheeky whippersnapper. Poor old Hammer. He dragged his star down from the sky and stomped on it.
calling him a criminal, a thief. I won't forget this.
Uh-oh, she's really pissed this time.
You listen to me, whippersnapper. My poor old hammer would never do such a thing. Why would he steal Power's costume so he could sneak by me? He would never stoop so low. It's impossible.
Okay, he's a big old fangirl. You know about, like, pissing off fan base. You shouldn't do that. Let's see. I guess that's all we can do. Where do you go from here? I mean, I guess... Well, I don't know. Well, maybe explore here in the play arena. I guess we're trying to find Salmonella and Divasquez again. I don't know if they're around. I'm not filming today either. I didn't want to see them filming just one time. Well, this trial will be over and done by tomorrow. You come see them film later. I guess. This is where you found that bottle of sleeping pills, right? Uh-huh. I wonder if there's any other clues lying around.
Gumshoe? Ah! No. No touching. Oh, sorry, pal. Didn't mean to frighten you.
I didn't mean. I almost had a heart attack.
I guess I can be a little dramatique at times. I suppose it's the actor in me.
Dramatique? Is that how you say it? Dramatique? I never seen that word before. Dramatique?
Anyway, I'm here to examine the plate on that table.
Wait, are you looking for sleeping pills?
Yeah, pal. Traces there.
Okay. So you're looking for traces of the sleeping pills. How?
For a thorough examination, I gotta take the plate back to the precinct. But I have the capabilities to make a cursory examination right here. Our science guy gave me some testing solution. This reacts to these sleeping pills, see? If there's traces, it'll change color.
Wow, neat! Well, Detective Capiche, what are you waiting for?
Now, everything in due time, pal.
Okay. Where are we gonna see?
Well, the testing solution on the plate changed color, alright?
Okay, so we know that the sleeping pills were used. Yeah, so the food on this plate had been laced with sleeping pills?
Looks like it.
Okay.
Evidence.
That's good timing that Gumshoe was here to help us with this. Otherwise, we wouldn't really be, like... we wouldn't really know, right? How goes your investigation?
To tell you the truth, it's a real mess, pal. Some people think we should pursue the case we already have against Powers. And some people think we should switch suspects.
What do you think, Detective Gumshoe?
Well, pal, I hate to admit it, but I'm not sure I buy the case against Mr. Powers anymore. I feel kind of bad for Mr. Edgeworth, though.
Well, what about Edgeworth? How is Edgeworth doing anyway?
Mr. Edgeworth's out of control! He was in the waiting room and he crushed his paper cup with hot coffee in it.
Oh, you're gonna burn your hand, Edgeworth.
I talk about burns, pal!
Wow, the fury of Edgeworth. Yeah, crushing paper cups. Cups, bottles... Say, whatever happened with that empty bottle?
Oh, the bottle of sleeping pills. Well, I got some good news for you about that. They found the victim, Jack Hammer's prints on the bottle. So we were right.
So that means...
Yep, it sounds like the one who put Powers to sleep was none other than the victim.
So I was right. Aha! I did it. So I mean, in a normal court system, we would win at this point, you know? We don't need to find the real murderer. We can announce, like, Will Powers to be non-guilty, and then we can just leave, right?
But of course, this is Phoenix Wright. The game doesn't end just there, you gotta know the truth. The truth is lost, then it is no real victory. And all that.
Anyway, I think we can present... I mean, we got this information from him, right? So what else can you say about that?
Talk about embarrassing, pal. I can't believe I missed out on my first sweep of evidence. Don't know how I can apologize to Mr. Edgeworth.
It must be tough being a detective with all that responsibility.
Oh, something tells me that Gumshoe's not really great at his job. It's looking like Will Powers was drugged. I'm gonna go back to the precinct to do some more detailed tests. Okay, I wonder what else you can get from that.
You know, you're being very free with your information today, Detective.
Well, don't go telling anyone this, pal. But I was kind of impressed at today's trial, too. Most lawyers would have given up after the director's testimony. I think it'd be anyone but you up there. Powers would be done for by now.
Okay.
Maybe Gumshoe's on our side after all. Maybe a little bit of respect around here,
Autopsy? No? Okay.
Badge! What do you think about attorneys, no?
Photo? Okay.
I think I'm just grasping straws here. I don't think Gumshoe has anything else to tell us.
Anything in the dressing room?
Oh, there's Penny.
Oh, hello. What are you doing here? Oh, I was just cleaning up the dressing room. I guess WP won't be using it anymore, so... What? Why? But WP's innocent. Yes, and I'm really grateful for all you've done. But... this week is the last episode of Steel Samurai. What? No! No more of a favorite anime. Or, well, Steel Samurai isn't an anime, it's like a live-action show.
There's no Season 2. Season 2 will never be announced. Oh no.
I was wondering if I could ask you about Mr. Hammer. Yes? On the day of the murder, he went to Studio 2. I thought you went to Studio 1. Oh, he stole the Steel Samurai's costume too. What? Why would Mr. Hammer do something like that? Oh. I guess the rumor must be true then. The rumor? Yeah. Miss Vasquez, that producer, had some kind of hold on Hammer. She had some dirt on him. He'd do anything she said, apparently. Some dirt? What dirt? Dirt, you know, bad stuff. I know what dirt means. About 5 years ago, they were filming a movie starring Mr. Hammer. They were using the new studio, Studio 2. Some sort of accident happened during filming. After that, they never used Studio 2 again. They left the film set the way it was, too. The film set? Was that trailer part of the film set then? What do you mean the last Steel Samurai? I know it's a shock, but nothing can be done to save it now. Whoever really did kill Mr. Hammer also signed the Steel Samurai's death warrant. No. Also, I hear that Global Studios is going to change its programming. They're not going to make kids shows anymore. What? Nani? Naze? I don't know. It's sad, but that's what Global Studios decided. Well, why aren't they going to make kids shows anymore? I mean, maybe something to do with the fact that someone got murdered, you know? It's kind of like bad press. Maybe not. Yeah, the studio bigwigs don't want the Steel Samurai around anymore. They want to forget all this ever happened. They want it quiet, you understand? How can they just do that? What about all the kids who love the Steel Samurai? It's okay. I'm sure the kids will be fine. They'll find a new hero to follow. No, that can't be true. If the program just ends, they'll be heartbroken for sure. Nick, say something! Yeah. I think evidence rather than words is called for here. But here, take a look at this. Take a look at this. Take a look at what? I don't know. I mean, I think they're referring to maybe someone like Cody, maybe? And this is... a fan collected all of these photographs. The kids love the Steel Samurai. The show shouldn't be cancelled just so some adults can save face. Can't cancel my anime. Can't do it. Don't do it. I would think you would understand that better than anyone. You're right. Okay. But what can I do? Well, for starters, you can tell me something. Tell me what it is that Global Studios is so intent on hiding. Tell me about this accident 5 years ago. Yes. Something to do with, like, D. Vasquez and Jackhammer or something. Okay. Yeah, what happened? Well, could you tell us what happened? Well, I can tell you what I've heard. Apparently, 5 years ago, someone died, and it was Hammer's fault. Someone died? It was an accident, of course. Anyway, the producer, Miss Vasquez, managed to hush it up. And that's the dirt she had on Mr. Hammer. And that's why Mr. Hammer would do anything Miss Vasquez asked him to. But it was an accident, right? Why didn't they just make it public? Well, I mean, you know, even if it was an accident, doesn't matter what the truth is. The news will, you know, give a lot of bad press to the person involved, you know. I imagine. Well, you know, Mr. Hammer was a big star back then. They were afraid about what would happen to his career if word got out. I see. You know who knows more about this? Miss Holbag. She was here at the studios back then, you know. Well, thanks. We'll try asking her. Oh. I wonder if she'll cooperate, yeah. Anything else we can show her? You know anything about this steak? No? Didn't you eat the steak at lunchtime? What's that? An empty bottle of sleeping pills. With Mr. Hammer's fingerprints on it. Now I'm really confused. Oh, she's... okay. Nothing to add there. Alright. I was thinking, do we examine anything? I don't think we do. I think we found all we can. Well, maybe a little bit more dialogue with Penny, I guess. I put all of WP's personal belongings in there. He'll be able to come pick them up, right? I'm sure he'll come, yes. He's found innocent. Some more boogie woogie. Oh, you remember Nick? Well, thanks to you. Okay, I mean, yeah, it's just miscellaneous. Expired snacks. Oh, someone ate them. Someone ate them. Was it you, Penny? Maybe it was salmonella, that would make sense. He loves to eat. Let's see. Okay, we can examine here, I guess. And again, I don't think we're gonna find any, like, crucial evidence, but maybe some, again, additional dialogue. I was wondering, maybe Gumshoe would say something, maybe not. Easy to go up on hills. Okay, I don't think we're gonna get new dialogue. That's fine. It's gonna be like, you know, even if we do, it's gonna be like, you know, very miscellaneous. What? You're still sneaking around? If you like the place so much, why don't you take it over for me? Or take over for, like, position, not like, you know, take over the entire place, but rather her job. Anyway. The old windbag doesn't look so good. Everybody's doing their darndest to forget about Hammer. Who do you think they made Global Studios what it is today? Hammer. It's all due to Hammer. You're starting to froth at the mouth, Nick. Maybe we should keep a safe distance? Yeah? What do you have to say about 5 years ago, actually? I wanted to ask you about 5 years ago. Oh. Who told you? Who did you hear that from? Nicholas. Nichols? Nick. Penny Nicholas, the assistant we talked to. Oh, Nicholas. Oh, okay, I kept. I didn't read that right. Because I mixed up Nicholas with Nick, like Phoenix Wright's like nickname. I think she said like Nicholas Nick, not Nicholas Nick. Anyway, we heard about the accident. It was during filming with Jackhammer. He killed a man, didn't he? Whippersnappers. Judging up nerd on someone's past like that, and they recently departed no less. I suppose you think this is fun? No, I'm just doing my job to protect Mr. Powers. And you claim that Hammer stole Powers' costume. You expect me to believe that rubbish? Or do you have some kind of proof? Proof that Hammer stole Powers' costume? I do. I'm sorry, Miss Oldbag, but I do have proof. I can prove that Mr. Hammer stole Mr. Powers' costume. Right here. Here's my proof. What? What's a little empty bottle supposed to prove? It's a bottle of sleeping pills, with Mr. Hammer's fingerprints on it. What's that proof? I'm sure old Hammer had some sleepless nights. Where's your proof that he used those pills on Powers? I guess a mistake? Well, Mr. Powers ate a T-bone steak for lunch, correct?
Well, yes, so? This is a plate that he used to eat that steak. Mr. Dollar's Taco, you like eating ass. Well, hopefully that ass isn't full of sleeping pills. Anyway, there are traces of sleeping pills powder on the plate. I see. Poor Hammer. You did wrong, Hammer. Rest your soul. Miss Obag? Okay, you win. I'll talk. I'm tired, see? Tired of holding it all in. Oh, it's dramatic. Miss Obag. You're right. 5 years ago, there was an accident. A fatal accident. What's worse, a paparazzi took a photo of it. That photo, well, it caused quite a stir. And guess who made it all better? Vasquez. She has ties in the Mafia. She silenced that paparazzi. That was the beginning. After that, she became a force to be reckoned with here at the studio. I see. But you have to understand, poor old Hammer never meant any harm to anyone. Miss Obag. Hold on a minute. Poor Miss Obag. Here, take this. A photograph. No. Okay, it's Jackhammer, Vasquez. He's quite shocked, and someone dead? Wait a second. This is the picture. Is this the trailer in Studio 2? Hammer was supposed to fight with a bad guy on top of those stairs there. He pushed the other actor, and the man fell onto the flower box fence. But how did you get this? It was a long time ago. I don't feel much like talking about it. I understand. A 5-year-old photo. You finished watching a full playthrough of Metro Exodus? Right the end? I didn't expect... Well, I don't know, I didn't expect something like Metro to be, like, sad. If I remember correctly, I never played it, but, like, the Metro series, like, it takes place in a post-apocalyptic kind of, like, environment, you know? Trying to survive and all that. Kind of like Fallout, maybe, but, well, less satire, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, we learned about, I guess this accident 5 years ago. That's the dirt that the Vasquez had on Jackhammer. But, how does this relate to his murder? Weird. Wasn't sad but happy? Oh. Well, I'm more surprised. Something like Metro having a happy ending? At least from what I saw anyway, it looks like dark and grim, you know? I don't know. Anyway. What am I doing? What am I doing? I guess, I don't know, we have this photo now. Maybe we can find the Vasquez. Maybe we can talk to her about this whole thing. Where is she, though? I don't know. Maybe back in Studio 2? But think back, Nick, to the day of the murder. Mr. Hammer put on a Steel Samurai costume. Then he left from here to go to Studio 2? Right. But why? I wonder if someone called him, like the director or the producer? I'd imagine the producer, maybe? Maybe she wanted to talk or something, but somehow he was murdered. I don't know. Well, there she is. Hey, Nick. It's Miss Vasquez. Hello? Okay, he's not saying anything, just smoking her pipe. Hello? H-E-L-L-O! Konnichiwa! My, I should at least try to be polite. Okay, Vasquez, I believe, I don't know, I think she's Italian? I don't know, maybe like that one part where she says Capiche, it tends, well, it doesn't, you know, doesn't necessarily mean you're Italian, but it is like Italian phrase. I'm thinking maybe she's Italian, I don't know. Italian-ish? I guess that's what the localization is trying to like say. I don't know. Anyway, I don't know how to do I don't know how to do any accent. But let's see. Like, I'm watching the clouds. Again, I can't do accents. Accents, no. That's all she had to say apparently.
Well, let's talk to you. Excuse me. Mr. Hammer came here on the day of the murder and... Shh. Huh? Perhaps you didn't hear me. I'm watching the clouds. I'm not interested in talking to you. Do something, Nick. She's really ticking me off. Oh dear. Mr. Powers wasn't the killer. You don't have to cancel the Steel Samurai. I think I'm tired of the Steel Samurai. You did it. Nick, she did it. She's the killer. My Fey blood speaks to me. I know it. Oh dear. I was wondering if you could tell me about Mr. Manila. If you must talk about that man, perhaps you could talk about it in the trailer? By yourselves? Oh dear. I think we need to present evidence more, I guess. But I actually want to check something else. Well, what was this? Is there... Salmonella, De Vasquez, not left on plates. T-bone steaks. Something wrong? I don't know, I'm getting this funny feeling. Something about this just feels odd, you know? Can't say that I do. There's 2 plates, knife and fork, some, I guess, glasses. I mean, again, I think I mentioned this before, but the T-bone? You know, the T-bone is missing from the T-bone steak? Unless they just threw it in the garbage. I mean, that's not, like, you know, that's not surprising if they did, but maybe that's what they're hinting towards, the game, anyway. Oh yeah, there's this, like, I remember seeing like, this little bent thing here. Anything to say here? Flowers. Oh, pretty! They're taking good care of these. Looks dangerous. Well, it is, you know, as seen in this photo. Someone fell on it. Maybe that's why it's bent. Metro Exodus. Yeah, Metro Exodus seems interesting. Let's see. I guess, yeah, I'm gonna present something. I guess present this, right? Now I've been looking. Oh. Where? What? Where did you get that? I will. Old bag. Old? She means the security lady, Miss Oldbag, Nick. Right, anyway. Miss Vasquez, you hid this incident from the press, didn't you? And you used it to control Mr. Hammer. The wind. Huh? It's gotten stronger, don't you think? The wind. Your conversation interests me. Let's talk about it more. Inside the trailer. Okay. Nick, she went inside the trailer. Alright. Let's talk? You came. Well then, what was that you were talking about? Why is she so eager to talk all of a sudden? Yeah, usually she isn't. Well, Miss Vasquez, you were using that accident. You were blackmailing Mr. Hammer so you could control him, weren't you? That's why he was doing kids shows for petty change. So I'm a blackmailer now? Well, that's what it was, wasn't it? I mean, sure, it was an accident, but you used it to drag Mr. Hammer down from his rightful place as a star. Oh, I haven't pulled anyone down from anywhere. Mr. Hammer's career went sour of his own accord. But you were the cause. You pressured him. And to think it was just an accident. Excuse me. What is this all about? You keep saying accident, accident. How are you so sure? What do you mean? Also, your pose changed. Must I spell everything out for you? Think. What would it be if it wasn't an accident? No. No way. You mean Mr. Hammer did it on purpose? That is what I mean. Where's your proof? Can you prove it? Just think. Would he have let me run his life for 5 years over a mere accident? and I ran him hard, believe you me. But the security lady said it was an accident. Oh, well, she was a big fan of hammers, you see. She jumped on the reporter who brought that photo into the studio. She wrenched it out of his hand, she did. Gave him a few bruises, too. So that's why she had the photo. She's an old fool. Of course, all the reporter would need is the negatives. He could have made a copy. But he didn't. The only copy of that photo is the one you hold. Give it to me. Now. What? Oh, this is valuable evidence. Boys? Ah! Uh-oh. Dangerous looking people. It's the Yakuza. Who are they? Professionals. Oh, okay, I guess that's why the localization made her, like, you know, all Italian, because, you know, Italian mafia. Okay, I get it. But I wonder, is the original Japanese? I think maybe she's, you know, maybe not Italian, but like, you know, just like an important person in the Yakuza. And it tends to be like mafia, Yakuza, they kind of get compared, you know, organized crime and all that. They're good at erasing various things. What do you think? Would you like to be erased? What? The trial ends tomorrow. How unfortunate. It's a shame you'll have to miss it. Tell me why. Tell me why. Ain't nothing but a heartache. Anyway. Why do you want this photograph so badly? This is Mr. Hammer's dirt, no? Why should D. Vasquez care about it at all? Yeah, I mean, the only point she would have, you know, getting that photo in the first place is to blackmail Mr. Hammer some more, but, you know, Mr. Hammer's dead, so why do you want it, buddy? I'm sure you'll have plenty of time to think about that where you're going. So long, friends. Oh, okay. I guess we're gonna be sleeping with the fishes. Boys, race away. No! I guess game over, we're dead.
Hold it right there. I heard everything, pal. D. Vasquez, you're coming down the precinct with me, now! Oh yeah, Gumshoe to the rescue.
He's doing his job for once. Well, correctly anyway. He's doing his job well for once, rather. Not bad. Very well. It appears this contest will be decided tomorrow, then, in court. I'll be looking forward to it. And imagine, you know, I don't know. I was thinking like maybe it was just only Gumshoe there. I wonder, you know, if you could take on that whole group of Yakuza or Mafia. So maybe, I don't know, maybe like a bunch of other cops came with him as well. You know, imagine like, you know, background cops. That would make sense.
Hey, you okay, pal? Sorry, I was a little bit late with my entrance. I don't get many chances to practice that sort of thing.
Detective Gumshoe. Thank you. I was really scared. We were all gonna fucking die.
Well, don't mention it, pal. Just doing my job.
Okay. Detective Gumshoe?
Sorry, it's just... I've wanted to say that line ever since I became a detective. Okay, I've got one more job to do today. I'm sure we'll run into each other again soon.
Well, Nick, it looks like we're getting close to the bottom of this. And who's at the bottom, or rather, who's at the bottom? I don't know. D. Vasquez? Maybe. She seems very suspicious.
Is she the murderer? Is she the killer?
How does she do it? Maybe with her, you know, friends there who almost killed us. So that's quite likely. I don't know.